I want to inspire you to make beads, coin beads, like the traditional Chinese coin beads that are used in Feng Shui to bring abundance. I'm also working with image transfer. So first of all, I downloaded a free image from rawpixel.com, and you'll find the link in the description. And I uploaded this image on Canva, and I flipped it, and I've resized it, and I printed this resulting image on my laser printer. Then you'll have to flip the image, put it on top of the polymer clay, and the most important part of the image transfer process is the rubbing of the image into the polymer clay, and this means you'll have to take the time and rub the image into the clay for 1-2 minutes. And then you can use water and remove the paper fibers. I discovered that the thing that works best for me is in fact to soak the image with a lot of water and then gently remove the paper, doing my best not to touch the clay because I don't want to smudge the image. And I know that if I press on the clay, there is a high risk of taking off the transfer. Then I used the beautiful wavy texture, and I textured a piece of polymer clay on top of this texture sheet, and I put them together through the pasta machine on the largest setting. Then you should use parchment paper and gently press all these layers together, and then you'll just have to use a round cutter large enough for the size that you want for your pendant. I noticed that did not got the best result in tiny areas, so I decided to spice a little bit the design and mix some liquid clay with gold mica powder, and use this mixture to color some areas on top of the tiger, around the tiger, and then I use the square little cutter to cut out an opening in the middle of the bead, cut out area in the middle of the piece, and I wanted to have a focal piece slightly curved, so I decided to bake it on top of soda can wrapped in fabric, because I've textured the back of the piece, and I need to put something in between the soda can and the piece. If not, I would end up with a glass-like look on the back of the piece that I might not like. Then I baked the piece for 40 minutes in the preheated oven at the recommended temperature. I tinted the piece with an aluminium disposable pan because I'm working with white polymer clay. I let the clay cool down, and then I used the brush to apply a thin layer of UV resin. Then I used the UV lamp to cure the resin for 1 minute. And then I applied a second thin coat of UV resin, and again I used the UV lamp to cure the resin. And if necessary, you can use sanding paper and water and sand any areas that need sanding. I applied resin only on the part with the image transfer. I decided to use a little bit of Venetian gold acrylic paint that I applied on top of the pattern using a brush, and then I used baby wipes to remove part of the paint. Thank you for watching the tutorial, and stay tuned for more inspiration for work with polymer clay.